Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Kurt Waldner Field in Victoria, British Columbia. I'm Cam Smith with U Sports Productions. Thank you for joining us for today's District 7 Little League Major Semifinals. After 5 days of exciting round-robin action, the field has been narrowed down to 4 teams, all with one goal in mind: a spot to Sunday's District 7 Championships final at 1 p.m. And the winner of today's first semifinal was Central Saanich with a 3-0 victory over Hampton. And Central Saanich, waiting for the winner of this next semifinal, features the tournament undefeated number 1 seeded Layritz All-Stars as they take on a determined number 4 seeded Beacon Hill Little League squad, looking to pull off the upset and punch their ticket into tomorrow's championship. Only one team will move on. Every pitch, every play, and every run matters from this point forward, so settle in. We're ready for today's Little League playoff baseball. It's Beacon Hill against Layritz All-Stars in the District 7 Major Semifinals. Let's play ball. And Chaz on the mound for Beacon Hill. And that's Ronald at the plate leading things off. And there's a pitch, and Ronald digs deep, and he hits it right over to shortstop. And Keenan with a nice throw over to first for the first out in the inning. And then Crump, 2-2 count on him. Oh, a little high. Might catch the top corner there. Nice pitch there by Chaz. And that'll bring up Kupiak. And with the pitch, first pitch, that's Kupiak, and he is going to rip this one. Oh, and that's a great catch by Kale. Just doing a great job getting that ball. That's for the third out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down, head to the bottom half of the first inning. And now Devlin on the mound for Layritz All-Stars, and leading off is going to be Owen for Beacon Hill. And here's the pitch. And as the swing goes right over to Ronald. Ronald picks it up nicely. And over to first, a little bit high, but Harley Horseman catches that one and brings it down, and that's going to be the first out of the inning. And next batter for Beacon Hill is Evan Goff. And Devlin with the delivery. Goff digs that one out, and that's a beauty right there by Kupiak. Fires it over to first, and that's for the second out of the inning. And then next up to plate is Barker Jervis, and Jervis at the plate. And Devlin got 2 balls on him. Nice pitch. And Parker, that's ripped down the third baseline all the way out in the left field. And Parker is going to head into second with a stand-up double. What a piece of hitting right there. And then Devlin has got a full count on Chaz. And Devlin with the pitch, and Chaz is going to walk and puts runners at first and second with 2 out. And with runners at first and second, Devlin, he's going to face Maxwell. And Devlin with the pitch. Maxwell, he's going to drive this one out to center field, and that's Crump. That's a great job bringing that in, and that's going to be for third out of the inning. 2 stranded on base. Still 0-0 going to the top of the first. And that's going to bring up Harley Horseman to the plate. And Chaz with a 1-0 count. And Horseman just rips at this. That's going deep. That is gone. That is a bomb all the way into the soccer pitch. And Harley Horseman gets Layritz on the board early in this semifinal with a blast out center field. That was a deep shot by Horseman and puts Layritz on the board 1-0. And let's take a look at this one again. Chaz eyeing him up. The count is 1-0. And Horseman, he just gets his hips through and extends, and that ball is just gone in a hurry. And I'll tell you what, look where it lands. It finds its way somehow in through the door to the soccer pitch, and that is a bomb. I'm giving that 400 feet right there. That is a long rolling bomb by Harley Horseman. And next batter for Layritz is Sam Burns. And they do with a full count. And there's the pitch. Oh, and he gets the outside corner. And Burns thought he was walking, but that's a call third strike for the first out. And then Chaz facing Lamberton. 1-0 count. And Lamberton turns on this one. And he just drives this deep right over the head of the right fielder. And that's going to go all the way to the wall. And what a hit here by Lamberton, bats coming alive for Layritz early on. And then Dunkley steps up to the plate after the Lamberton double. And Chaz with the pitch, and Dunkley, he's going to rip this one. Oh, and that is just bobbled. And that's going to get through the infield. Runner over to third, and in at first is Dunkley. And then Dunkley would move over to second. We got runners at second and third. And that's with Gerhardt at the plate. And Shu getting a good eye on this one. And Gerhardt is going to take this ball rip. And that's a throw home. Oh, and it gets past the catcher. And I'll tell you what, that's going to score a run for Layritz. And runners will advance. And 2-0 Layritz early on. We got runners at second and third. And Devlin up next. 0-2 count. And Chaz with the delivery. And he gets the called strike. And that is strike 3. And we got 2 outs in the inning. Yeah, and that'll bring up Margaritas to the plate. Runners at second and third. Chaz sizes him up with the delivery. Turns on this, and that's a deep fly. He's hit it nicely, but right out to Kale. Kale with a beautiful catch. And that will retire the side and leave 2 runners stranded for Layritz. 2-0 for Layritz. And first batter is Theodore. And Devlin hit 2 strikes on him. And Devlin with the pitch. Oh, that is a beauty. That's for the first out of the inning. And another strikeout, ground out would end the bottom half of the second inning. We had the top of the third, 2-0 for Layritz. And then leading things off in the top of the third inning, that's going to be Wyatt Keane and Chaz. Chaz with a 2-1 count, and ripping it is Kane. Kane right over to Wyatt. Wyatt throws it over to first. That's for the first out of the inning. That's a great play by Wyatt. And that's going to bring up Paxton to the plate. And Chaz eyeing up Paxton with a 1-1 count, and Paxton rips this one. Yeah, right back to Chaz. Chaz fires over to first, and that's for the second out of the inning. And Beacon Hill doing a good job defensively here. And next up to bat, that's going to be Ronald. And Ronald, Chaz with the delivery. Ronald's going to absolutely tattoo this one. And on the 1-off, picking up cleanly is Theodore, firing it in and holding the runner to a long single. And then Crump steps up to the plate. And with a runner at first base and 2 out. And the delivery, and Crump, digs this one down, hits it to the opposite field, and that's going to get in for a base hit. And Layritz in business. Runners at first and second. And that'll bring up a tall drink of water, and Kupiak, that's the third strike. And what a pitch there by Chaz. That'll take care of the side, leaving 2 runners stranded on base. Still 2-0 Layritz. And in the bottom of the third, up the plate is Keenan and Devlin. Devlin with the pitch. And this is ripped. And nice play right there by Horseman. Picks that up cleanly. Young man has clean living over at first base. And then next up to that is Kale Devlin. And a full count on Kale. And Devlin with the delivery. And a swing and a miss. And what a pitch right there by Devlin. Young man doing a good job. And Levi steps up to the plate, and with a 0-1 count. And that's Devlin with the delivery. And he digs this one out, and that goes right over to Wyatt Keane, knocks it down over to first for the out. And 3 up, 3 down. Great job right there by Layritz, moving to the top of the 4th inning. 2-0 ball game. And in the top of the 4th inning, Horseman, after that big home run, he's up to the plate, 2-2 count. Chaz throws some heat down low and away for the call, 3rd strike. Great job pitching right there by Chaz. And that's going to bring up Sam Burns. He'll play Sam Burns, dangerous hitter. And Chaz with the delivery, and Burns just rips this one, and that's going to go deep. But that is caught by young man Kale. He's busy today, doing a good job out in the outfield. And then Lamberton stepping up to the plate after that double. And Lamberton, he's going to rip this ball. It goes right over to Rice. Rice to first. And that'll be for the third out of the inning. That's a great job right there defensively by Beacon Hill. And leading things off is going to be Leo. And look out, there's Devlin. 3-2 count. Devlin. Oh, great pitch. That's a lazy curveball. Catches the outside corner. That's for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring Owen up to the plate, and look out, Owen, he's going to ground right out to Ronald with the fire over to first. You got to love that. That's another great play by Ronald. And then with 2 quick outs, that's Evan Goff at the plate. And Goff looking on this pitch. Oh, he sees it nicely and drives it right up the middle. He'll be on first. That's a great piece of hitting right there by Goff. And with 2 outs, runner at first, that's Parker up to the plate. And delivery by Devlin. And Parker, we got to turn on this one. That's hit a grounder right there. Taking it himself with Ronald for the sure out. And great play right there. Getting Goff with the force out. And we head to the top of the 5th inning in this nail biter of a game, this semifinal. And Chaz is going to face Dunkley. And the pitch is heat right down the middle. A smoke show right there by Chaz. That's going to bring up Gerhardt, and Layritz looking for some insurance here just to pad that small lead that they have. And Gerhardt, he's going to turn on this one. He brings it. That's hit right into the gap. Texas Leaguer, that'll drop, and that'll put Gerhardt at first. And Layritz got something going on in the 5th. And that'll bring Devlin up to the plate. And Devlin with the 0-1 count. Devlin's going to turn on this one. It's a little double. It makes its way through the infield. That puts runners at first and second. And I'll tell you what, in business with 1 out is Layritz. And that'll bring up Margaritas. He's going to take a rip at this one. And that's going to pop it up. And Minot's going to take this one. And that is for the 2nd out of the inning. And then Wyatt Kane up to the plate. And Chaz has 2 strikes on him. And Kane looking for this one. Oh, Chaz with a nice pitch. And that is for the 3rd out of the inning. Great job by Beacon Hill once again. And Kupiak in the pitch for Layritz. In the bottom half of the 5th inning, that's Chaz at the plate. And Chaz is going to hit this ball sharply right over Ronald. Scoops it up, flies over to first. And that's for the 1st out of the inning. Great job there by Ronald. So steady at shortstop. And then Kupiak with the pitch to Maxwell. He is going to fly it right over to Cole Lamberton with a great catch once again. That's 2 quick outs. And then Theodore at the plate. And that's Kupiak. Kupiak with the delivery. This is hit right over to Horseman. Horseman picks it up. He picks it up again. He picks it up and he picks it and he just misses it. Can't get a handle on that one. And safe at first is Theodore. And that's going to bring up Rice to the plate. With 2 outs in the inning. And Kupiak at 1-0 count. And Kupiak with the pitch. And Kupiak's going to pick it up, just fire it over to first. Great job right there. That's for the 3rd out of the inning. We head to the top of the 6th inning. Layritz up 2-0. It's a tight ball game. And leading things off is going to be Paxton Cross. And Chaz still doing a good job. And that's ripped right over to short. And I'll tell you what, that's Keenan picks it up, fires it over to first. That's for the 1st out. And then we're going to have a change of pitch. Chaz out with a pitch count right now. And that's going to bring in Maxwell to pitch. And he's going to end up walking Ronald. And that's going to bring up Crump to the plate. Runner at first, 1 out. So there's a delivery. And Crump is going to hit this. And that is high up in the air. And it's dropped. But he's going to throw it right over to second. He's going to get the sure out. And that's for the 2nd out of the inning. And we still got a runner at first. And looking for that insurance is going to be Kupiak. And Kupiak, Maxwell sizing him up. And he's got 2 strikes on him. And Maxwell with a pitch. Oh, and that's a beauty change up right there. And that'll get the 3rd out of the inning. What a strikeout there by this young man. And we're heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. 2-0 Layritz. And Beacon Hill needing to get 2 runs. And that It's going to be Indy at the plate. And Kupiak has 2 strikes on him. It's a 2-2 count. And Kupiak with the delivery. And that's some high heater. And that's a swing and a miss. And that's for the first out of the inning. Great pitch right there by Kupiak. And then Keenan's going to step up to the plate. And Keenan's got to get something going here. And Kupiak 1-0 count. Kupiak, oh, nice pitch, and that is hit by Keenan right out the crump. Sure as steady as that crump out in center field. And Kale, the last hope, maybe for Beacon Hill. And you got 2 outs in the inning. And 2-0 ball game for Layritz. And 1-0 count, and look out, here goes Kupiak with the pitch, and that ball is ripped. And Harley Horseman puts a stamp on this game with a fantastic catch for the 3rd out of the inning. That is a beauty right there. Layritz 2-0 winners over Beacon Hill, and what a ball game. This is a thriller of a semifinal, and you gotta love it when both these teams come to play. Chaz doing a great job on the mound. Same with Devlin, fantastic job on the mound. And they've just stamped their ticket into Sunday's final at 1 o'clock. And they're going to play against Central Sandwich. Now, that should be a really, really good game. Those are 2 equally matched teams, but, we'll wait till Sunday. And this game was just fantastic, though. Both these teams came to play. Great pitching, fantastic defense, and you got to tip your caps to these young players. We caught up with Harley Horseman for his thoughts on the game.
And I hear you're ready to go into the finals tomorrow with a chance to go to provincials. Yeah. Tell me how that feels as a team in a whole for your team.
Yeah, it feels good. Like
you hit a nice bomb today. How does that feel in a semi-final to be able to do that for your team?
Yeah, it feels good. I mean, he gave me the pitch that I like, so I just hit it.
Awesome. And I was going to say, with your defense, like that catch at the end, that's a stellar catch. Like, tell me about what you saw there, because that sounds like just reaction, right?
Yeah, I just saw the ball and caught it.
Nice. What are you looking forward to tomorrow playing Central Sandwich? You played them once already. They're a tough team.
Looking for fastballs.
Final set Sunday, July the 5th, Central Sandwich and Layritz All-Stars. This should be a really good one. Let's get out in the community. Let's support events like this. My name is Cam Smith with U Sports Production. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on the field.